Are you currently on a diet? It won't work. Are you chasing some shiny object? Not going to get you anywhere. Are you looking for magic to totally transform your life? You'll be searching forever. Do you do Lotto all the time in the hope, crossing fingers, toes, everything that's going to change your life forever? Well, even if you won the Lotto right this moment, I can guarantee you it will not change your life. If anything, it'll go up and it'll plummet right down. Are you looking for some magic blueprint, overnight success for your business? Ain't going to work. Overnight millionaire, no such thing. These shortcuts, these quick fixes are an illusion. They do not work. Welcome to the Mind Body Health Podcast with myself, Dave Sheehan, high performance coach, and involved in this for my 38th year right now. And my passion, my purpose is to educate, motivate, and hopefully inspire people like you to live your best life, have your best life experience, and importantly, create the vision that you have for yourself and for your life in the short little time we have called life, because time moves damn fast. And I'm very big on pushing the whole thing of importance of treating time as precious as it is, because too many people waste life and then waste time. And then they get to end their lives and think, oh, Christ, what did I do? Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do this? Why did I do this? Why did I do that? And it's just regret. And I want you to minimize or eliminate regrets in your life. I want you to get the best you can out of everything you do. I want you to get a proper return investment from your time and energy and money at times that you invest into different things. This is why I do what I do. This is part of it, the Mind Body Health podcast. So today's episode is all going to be about, people's desire for quick fixes, magic solutions, overnight success, all this kind of stuff, everything to avoid putting into work. Whatever can be a shortcut, it'll be latched to. And people spend millions and millions and millions and millions every single year across all kinds of industries, across every kind of area of one's life, in the hope, and it is hope because it can only be hope, that their life is going to change forever, that they'll get this magic result like that instantly. And that doesn't matter if it's a diet, doesn't matter if it's something to improve your business, if it's going to make you loads and loads of money. None of these things are reality. They're an illusion. It's marketing. It's to work on your emotions. The thing about marketing is all about working with emotions. When it's done well, it stokes your emotions and gets you to a heightened emotional state. And when we're in a heightened emotional state, it's a worse time to make decisions. But after the marketing has got you to heightened emotional state, it's like, bang, you're met this unbeatable offer. And then you jump onto it. The same as like, say, Black Friday, all these kind of things. It's getting people up at the heightened emotional state and they feel they have to go get the stuff. When the reality is they would never have bought it on a normal day, would never have bought it on its normal price. They mightn't have even looked at it if they just walked into the shop. Now, it's the exact same with all the marketing online, and infomercials was the older way, about products for weight loss, okay? And diets and magic pills and potions and detox and so on. These things do not work, will not work. If, let's say, the one that was on infomercials or on adverts online and stuff 15, 20 years ago, if they worked, then why are there new ones all the time? Why is there the latest fat burn, the latest potion, latest detox, the latest pill, all this kind of stuff? If they actually worked, if most people got results from it that quickly, wouldn't everyone jump on it and get those results and then be happy out, healthy out, look amazing, and so on? This is why, again, we have to see beyond that. We have to break free of our societal conditioning. We have to stop marketing and companies and industries, because it's all industries, including the health and wellness industry, having a stranglehold on the way you think and the way you react and on your wallets and your purses, getting you to spend your hard-earned cash on stuff that's absolute BS and it's not going to do anything. So let's even start with a diet, right? Now, diet doesn't have to cost money. You may have bought a program, you may have invested in a coach, personal trainer, meal plans, whatever. But if you're on a diet, let's say a diet, which I would classify and define as like something that's very restrictive, okay? Very different to the way you normally have been living, and very restrictive and cutting out, eliminating lots of stuff right from the go mostly, okay? Now, the clue is in the word diet. D-I-E are the first three letters, and that's exactly what you're doing to your body, and it doesn't work. Why do people keep being on different diets throughout their life, yo-yoing all the time? It's because from a subconscious level, if you go on, let's say, a 6-week diet, this is where transformations for most people don't work either. 6-week, 90 days, 12 weeks, whatever it might be, subconsciously, That's the deadline. Just like if you've got a wedding or a holiday coming up or something that is a deadline you're working towards. Subconsciously, if you haven't done the right work on yourself or not going into it with the right mentality, which I'll touch on in a second, subconsciously, you prepared yourself to do what you can up to that point. When that date hits, thank God, I'm here, it's done, back to normal. And that's why most people, when they get to that end point, whatever that end point is, start to regress, start to let the bad habits creep back in. And more often than not, I don't know what the rate would be, but definitely probably about 95% of the time, people will revert back to the way they were living. They'll even go back worse than they ever were. Why does that happen? I'll go back to the word diet, first three letters, D-I-E. You're literally killing your body. You're killing how your body works. You're killing your metabolism. That's the problem with diets more than anything else. There's loads of problems with diets, but more than anything else, it's that. So from a psychological point of view and a subconscious point of view, you're basically preparing yourself to do what you can to that end point. And that end point, it's like, boom, back to normal. Thank God. Okay. But your metabolism is getting killed because depending what you're doing, and most of these things are super restrictive, and it's whether it be taking products to suppress your appetite, whether it be eating stuff like, no carb or very low carb, which your body is designed to run on carbohydrate. It's like petrol or diesel for a car. It's what you need. Your brain needs it. Your body needs it to function correctly and optimally. Sometimes people say, oh, but I feel great on my no carb diet. No, go back to the first day, the second day, the first week, the second week, maybe even 3 weeks. How did you feel then? You felt like crap. You had no energy. You were lethargic, bad mood. Your brain wasn't functioning. You had poor memory. You had brain fog. That's how it was. But the miraculous thing about the body is the body will adapt to anything you make it do. So you go on a diet, you stick to it, the body will adapt to it. We saw it with Atkins way back in the day. Horrific. Eat as much fatty food and high protein food you possibly can. Terrible in terms of for heart disease and all the other diseases. You lose loads of weight, fat, whatever, great, but you're not healthy and you end up with something else instead. And it's short term because you're not going to live like that forever. And you go back then. And when you start eating the carbohydrate again, the body goes, oh, where was this? I might never get this again. This might only last for a few hours. Let's gobble it all up and let's convert it to fat so it stores and stays and doesn't go. That's what the body does. That's why starvation is never good for you. The body will literally latch onto whatever you give it and convert it to make sure it doesn't get taken. Because like a camel, it stores it so it survives. Because remember, your body is incredibly intelligent. It doesn't want to die. It will do everything it can to survive. That's why the body adapts to whatever you make it do. So when people think they're doing the right thing, if it's not the right thing, it's just the body is adapted. If you do it for too long, then the body is going to show the repercussions. You reap what you sow. It's like when people are doing keto for too long, when people are doing carnivore diets and eating just all raw meats and all this kind of crazy stuff that's there at the moment. When people are just taking tons of synthetic supplements or other pharmaceuticals and stuff, it bites you in the ass. It will bite you in the ass eventually because our body's not designed for that. We need good, healthy proteins. We need good, healthy fats. We need vitamins and minerals and stuff like that. We need hydration. We need healthy carbs. Whole food, proper carbohydrates are good for your body. Okay? It's the processed ones. The refined ones you have to watch and limit and not have that much of. Limit to 1 or 2 days a week. That's it. Because we all like our treats. We all like our sweet stuff and so on. There's no harm having some as part, but a small part of your week or your life. But the important is that most of your life is good food. And again, this is where we have to change our mentality and stop looking for things instantly. Stop wanting instant gratification. Okay? We see it in everything. People are constantly looking for instant all the time. When the reality is, if you do the right things, you do it consistently, you will get where you want to get to. It's just going to take longer, but it'll stay because you're creating proper lifestyle habits. That's what it needs to be about. So back to the main point of this particular episode or focus, the short-term mentality. So you need to change that mentality. So shift from diet to lifestyle. Lifestyle's a bigger picture. You focus on your lifestyle, focus on the benefits of it, your health. Like I always say, you're pushing all your actions and decisions around lifestyle are either pushing disease away or attracting it towards you. So focus on lifestyle, you're pushing it away. Does it guarantee you never get disease? Of course not. Does it increase your chances dramatically of not getting a disease? Yes, 100%. There's nothing can be guaranteed, and so many factors affect these things, but you can control so much. You can control what goes in your mouth. You can control what goes in your mind. You can control where you move exercise and so on. Push it away. Focus on that. And what happens if you focus on lifestyle and create a good, healthy, active lifestyle and ticking all the various boxes to do it, or working on evolving to keep ticking all the boxes, you get there. But what's the side effect? The side effect is that you're going to get leaner, you're going to lose weight, which more importantly is that you lose fat. We want to lose fat, gain muscle. That's why weight's not a word I like to use, but I'm using it now because, again, it's what people can relate to. You want to lose fat, build muscle, lean muscle, that is, so male or female. Body is slimmer, clothes fit better, energy is through the roof, brain functions much better, look good in photos, happy how you look, happy how you feel. That's the objective. If you focus on a bigger picture lifestyle and do the right things and focus on being consistent with them, and if you fall off the wagon, get back on. Ask yourself, why did I fall off? Identify the triggers, get back on again. Learn the lesson, be better armed for the next time that trigger happens, so that when it happens, you might take a more positive action. Okay? But lose this diet mentality. There's no such thing as a quick fix. Things cannot happen that quickly. It is not possible. Okay? So when you start feeling that impulse to buy, whether it be online or in a shop or someone's trying to sell you stuff, that sounds too good to be true. It is too good to be true, 99% of the time. There's no magic potions, no magic pills, there's no magic detoxes. All these different products are out there, no magic shakes. There's no magic gimmicks, even in terms of like all this type of miraculous exercise equipment that you can just do at home, and it's easy, and the people who are modeling it on the infomercials are smiling and happy in the perfect bodies. That is not how they got those bodies. I can guarantee you that. But that's what's selling. People are seeing the body and going, oh, I want to look like that. That's all I have to do. It only costs that much. I'm in. And it only becomes a clothes horse. It's only something that people throw clothes on or they throw it in the corner. But even if you use it all the time, it wouldn't be that effective. Not for what you're being sold. And we're being sold speed. Everyone wants speed. And then again, in every area of your life. I'm just starting with, again, like in terms of health, fat loss, all that kind of area, aesthetics. Because most people invest a lot of money in that area. We need to lose that mentality. The key step for you is to actually work on your mentality around it. So change your mentality from diet, quick fix mentality to bigger picture, lifestyle, long-term mentality. See that bigger picture, longevity, all that kind of stuff. Okay? So that's from that perspective. Then in terms of things like, lotto mentality. Why do people do the lotto? But people do the lotto because they literally want an easy, quick solution to a life that they want to move away from, that they don't want. They think and they hope that by the lotto is their ticket to winning loads of money, and then they can use that money to create the life they want, never have to work again, never have to worry about money again, never have to do anything, buy whatever, do whatever, and so on. The reality is, will that be the case? No, because the odds of winning the lotto are so minute. So in reality, people doing the lotto, you'd be better off investing that money in something else that will actually give you proper results in some area of your life. Now, I'm not saying never ever do the lotto. It's a bit of fun, but if you're doing it really to want to have that get out in life, wrong mentality. You're doing it for just a bit of a laugh. Might as well have a punch. Why not? If you're not in, you can't win. Cool. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But if you're doing it with the wrong mentality, all that's going to happen is if you did win the lotto, let's say in the morning or tonight you won the lotto, amazing, celebrations, life's going to change forever. It will change forever. But what will likely happen is, unless you've got a proper money mindset, which would scream that you probably don't, because the fact you're doing lotto in the first place and not making life happen yourself means that you don't have even got the mindset. You don't have the mindset around money and managing money, be able to manage that kind of money. You can always get external people to do that for you, but most people won't do that. They won't think of doing that. But if you have to do it yourself, that's why you hear of many stories. People win the lotto, multimillionaires, and then a year or two later, broke, penniless, back to the way they were. And people say, how the hell spend that kind of money? But when you haven't got a money mindset, when you're not used to managing that kind of money, you can't handle it. And all you're going to do is get rid of it. Because it's like subconsciously, again, I don't know what the hell this is. I'm out of my comfort zone. What do I do? Get rid of it. So when you're outside your comfort zone, most people aren't comfortable there. That's why it's called a comfort zone. And then they try to go back to their comfort zone. So they sabotage themselves. So whenever you're outside your comfort zone, again, unless you're doing it with the right mentality and so on, you're going to sabotage yourself. And that's what happens. So many people, when they are outside their comfort zone, and the same will happen with money, same will happen with lotto. Okay? Same as any of these programs you might see online where, do this, invest in this, do this kind of business and so on. It's going to make you all this money. It's like all these events, and I'm not against network marketing, but just say at events like network marketing is always big rah-rah kind of events and people leave site, but they're pushed, the money side is always the predominant thing is pushing people, and that's what they focus on because people are driven by money. But the thing is, when they leave, they still don't do what they're supposed to. That's the thing. There's no quick fix. There's no magic. Just because Joe Blogs made 70 grand a month doesn't mean you're going to. You're not seeing how hard Joe Blogs worked to make that 70 grand a month, what obstacles and challenges they overcame, what they did, how much they got outside their comfort zone, how much growth they had, how many years they've been working on themselves. You're not seeing all that. All you're seeing is Joe Blogs made 70 grand this month and every month. You're not Joe Blogs. You're not in that situation. If you're not in the same situation, you can't have that. So again, it's where when programs are being sold, it happens a lot with online, happens a lot of big events. It's the emotions. Marketing and sales is all about getting people in an emotional state where they're literally, I suppose, vulnerable is the word. They're vulnerable and they're easily manipulated. And that's even where NLP came in a lot and was very powerful for sales and marketing teams, which are very vulnerable because you're in a heightened state. And if you're kind of told the right things, and then you're given an irresistible offer, let's call it, and you're told what you'd love to happen, if you just do this thing, more often than not, you're going to just do that thing. But there's no quick fix. There's no magic. There's no magic blueprints. None of that works. It takes hard work. There is no successful person in history who hasn't put a lot of work in, who hasn't grinded and hasn't made lots of sacrifices and had late nights, early mornings, struggles, challenges, heartache, all that kind of stuff, step by step by step. And it's all over the place, like a roller coaster, not a straight line. It's all over the shop, squiggles all over the shop in terms of the journey. That's the reality of success. And that doesn't matter whether we're talking about making money, whether we're talking about your professional career, whatever that may be, sports stars, celebrities, music, films, whatever. There's no magic. It's about hard work. It's about resilience. It's about consistency. It's about being persistently consistent, about leaving no stone unturned. And it could be 10, 20, 30, 40 years in the making. People again only see the end. You see the person wealthy, living their best life, and go, oh, I want that life. Oh, well, if you invest this in this program, you're going to get there. Unlikely. Unless, again, you're that person who put in that work, who already had done the work on themselves. This is why I'm always stressing about it. It's about evolving to a better version of yourself. It's about working on you, working on your self-esteem, your self-image, your confidence, self-growth, working on all these kind of areas, not caring what other people think, having good work ethic, attitude, all these things. That is how you achieve success in life and achieve success in any area of your life. You have to have the right ingredients. There is no quick fix. There is no magic. People need to stop searching for it. And I'm sorry if I'm bursting your bubble if you believe and want to believe that you can do things really quickly, but no. Like even take things like people will spend a fortune on surgery to lose loads of weight. Now, I know people get to that point. Now, there is some successes. I even know of some, okay? But they're rarity. Because for most people, they haven't put the work into working on themselves before they went on the surgery. So they haven't changed anything but their mentality, their mindset, their psychology, their thought processes, their habits. Haven't changed any of that. So grand the weight suddenly gone. You've paid 7 or 10 grand for it, but you're still the exact same person, think the same way. You're going to find it very hard to not do the things that you can't do now because your stomach is so tiny. And that's where there's people who will be getting sick all the time, feeling awful all the time, and even possibly destroying the work that was done with all that big investment. So like this is where psychology is massive. If you want to have a positive change in life, you need to work on your thought process. You need to work on your self-esteem. You need to work on how much you care about what other people think and their opinions. You need to continuously work on you. You need to continuously work on growing. Growing as an individual. That's why personal development, self-growth, all that kind of stuff is so important to an ongoing basis. What you feed your mind. It's so important to work on all of these areas. So, I hope if this episode has burst your bubble, am I sorry? No, I'm glad. I hope it's burst your bubble. I hope it's given you a perspective that you need to have, which is I need to bloody work hard. I need to identify what I want. I need to decide how I get there, what's the required steps to get there, and then I need to get to work. I need to start taking those steps. And I need to not let obstacles and challenges stop me. I need to show resilience and build resilience by getting over those obstacles, finding some way, digging deep when I need to dig deep, not giving up. I need to surround myself with people who support me and push me on towards my goal and champion me and celebrate me when I achieve successes along the way. I need to keep going step by step by step, step by step by step, and get there. And then new goals, and then step by step again, new goals, and keep going, keep evolving, never stop evolving. Once you have that kind of mentality, you literally can do anything in life. Literally anything. You can have all the money, you can have all the material stuff, you can have your dream body, you can have dream partner, you can have everything you want, all the material stuff, whatever career you want, the whole lot. But it'll never happen. None of it will ever happen if you keep this quick fix mentality. So there's no magic. There's no magic pills, no magic potions, no magic detoxes, no magic systems, none of that stuff for getting your body in shape or getting optimal health. There are no magic systems, no magic blueprints, no magic step-by-steps for becoming an overnight millionaire. There is no magic blueprints and steps and all that kind of stuff to have a business that's incredible. It doesn't happen. It takes work. Lotto mentality, something you need to work on if someone has lotto mentality, because that's what I call it. Always looking for the quick fix, never wanting to put in the work. And too many people are like that now. You don't have to be like that. Like I said, work on you, work on your self-esteem, work on your confidence, work on how much you care about other people's opinions, and keep working on you as a person, as an individual, and keep evolving. I hope this episode has made sense to you. It's an important topic, and it's one I have a conversation with so many people about, and again, get them thinking the right way, change their perception, change their psychology. Can take time, but again, if you're committed to change and positive change, you'll get there. So you need to work on your psychology and your thought process. That's the most important starting point for any positive change in your life, and then concentrate on taking the steps. So I hope that was useful to you. Please rate this podcast, leave any feedback, answer the question, answer the poll. Wherever you're watching this, please subscribe and follow, depending where you're watching it, because again, that all helps. It's all about, again, get more exposure from me. And if you can help me to get these messages out, it'll help more people. So if you can please like and subscribe and follow, leave comments, share, all that kind of stuff. If you see value in it for other people, of course. And feel free to always contact me anytime you want. And if you'd like to know more about our coaching programs, again, I've got a one-to-one coach program. We've got our group coaching program, our group mind, body, health community, people all over the world working together to move in a common direction. And I love it. Love working with these people. If you'd like to know more, you'd like to get on board, just get in touch and keep enjoying all the free content put out there. But make sure, again, podcasts, keep listen to the episodes and keep sharing them out there. Have a good one. Remember, step by step, build the life you want and keep focus on lifestyle, not diet. Eliminate that word from your vocabulary and from your mind.